welcome to the Words of Hair podcast, guys. I'm Alex, this is Greg, that's Mike. I just want to say one thing, is that normally none of us are experts in any domain whatsoever, so don't take what we say seriously. Today is the exception, because it's time for being a big fucking nerd with Greg.
It's my time to shine.
That's right. You are the authority on being a nerd.
I am the nerdiest one of the three of us.
So what do you got for us today, Greg?
Well, first, I just wanted to point out that, as you've all noticed, we've got the new format where we've got a new episode every day for you. So we decided that Wednesdays is going to be my day to shine as being the nerdiest one of the three of us.
Yeah, and I mean, it rolls off the tongue nicely. Wednesday, Nerd Greg Day.
Wednesday, Nerd Greg Day. Wednesday, Greg's a nerd. Well, I'm a nerd all 7 days of the week, but anyway.
It just flows really well.
It works.
Yeah.
So, the nerdiest thing I could think of that we could talk about for this week is the new console coming out that's been announced.
That's right.
Everybody's going crazy about.
The Xbox.
This is why you're not the nerdy one.
Yeah.
Xbox 720U.
Yeah, no, the Nintendo Switch. So, what do you guys know about the Nintendo Switch?
I'll tell you what I know about the Switch. I know that Nintendo is coming out with a console called the Switch, and it has a controller on it.
Yeah, sort of.
So I'm actually rather pumped for the Switch, and I'm contemplating getting it. There's a couple of reasons for it. One is that they're going away with disc-based media pretty much altogether, right? They're
going back to cartridges, from what I can see,
which is not only economically more efficient.
Cartridges or cartridges?
Well,
they're like
little.
They're basically like SD cards,
yeah.
but they're like, it's like the 3DS has.
What was that old
games.
console that had the card reader? They were like cards, really old.
Oh,
you know what I'm talking about.
I know what you mean, but I don't remember what it was called.
Well, that's the thing. There were a few, because like there's the Famicom in Japan had the disc system, which was like literally floppy disks that you stuffed in, and it was fine. So I mean, there was
like plastic cards. They were the size of credit cards.
You're probably thinking the Magnavox Odyssey. Did that have cards? It did, technically. There were a few of them that had cards, like the TurboGrafx 16.
TurboGrafx, that's what I was thinking of. Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, there's a few.
The one that I never had that I always wanted.
So now they're bringing it back on the Switch.
So the fact
sort of, yes.
And that's the thing, because like they put in a patent months ago, probably close to a year ago now, I guess, of a card-based system. And they think, oh, well, is this the new 3DS? Is this its successor? And in a way, it kind of is. The Switch is. I think that they're going to.
They would look like DS games.
They would.
Yeah.
Well,
I think
it's not just that, but the whole point to the Switch is that it's not just a TV console; it's a portable console.
That's right.
That's as powerful as your.
It's essentially a tablet like this.
Mm-hmm.
Your controllers snap to the sides of it,
mm-hmm.
and then you can take it with you and you can play it. And then when you're home, you slip it into a dock, and it's hooked up to your TV. Those two controllers that are on the sides of it snap off the side of it,
mm-hmm.
snap onto a little adapter, and then it becomes a controller in your hand.
Always make sure you dock at home, kids. Do not do that shit in public.
Yeah, don't dock in public.
That's right.
But I think it's a smart move, because the 3DS can't last forever, and this is the best thing. This is the next best alternative.
But that's my question: where they are going to basically have it as a mobile system, are they going to continue to make the 3DS games? And is there ever the possibility that they'll cross over and have games for 3DS that are playable on the Switch?
That would be interesting to do.
Wouldn't that defeat the purpose of it being portable?
Well, no, because like the idea
unless
here,
you're online playing with people who don't necessarily own a Switch or vice versa. But they probably want to push people to own a Switch. So I'm gonna find it.
Well, I guess they're thinking too that you're going to be able to use your 3DS as a controller. Was that another thing, or was that just an initial thing that they mentioned like months ago?
I don't think that was in the final say of what they announced.
The main point, I guess, is that they'll probably. My idea or my thought here is that they'll probably keep the 3DS for another 2 years, maybe most. But realistically, the next portable console that they're going to have is going to be the Switch. It's more powerful than 3DS.
There won't be a new 3DS or a DS.
I don't think there will be.
I love the idea of it being portable. I used to have a DS, and that was the last portable thing that I had. I was jealous of people who had like a PSP or a Vita.
died out pretty fucking quick.
It did.
But I
had
was
the-
jealous because it had I thought it was so cool. It had so much potential. It was like what I would want my phone to be able to play games.
Yeah.
So I've been stuck as a PC gamer and stuff. But I did see the trailer for the Switch, and was he playing Skyrim in the trailer?
He was.
He was
No,
playing
no.
Skyrim.
Here's my thing: is I'm a huge Elder Scrolls junkie, being a PC gamer, and if you gave me a solution to play Skyrim on the go, I will be all over that shit.
Then you will want to switch.
It seems.
That sucks. I hate spending money on stuff like this, but I am.
And that's the thing. I've had zero faith in the only thing that I've had faith in Nintendo for was the 3DS. Like the fact I bought one specifically for Pokemon, but then I got into a lot of other games that were just amazing. Bravely Default is by far one of the best games I think I played in recent years. This has given me more renowned faith because the GameCube, in my opinion, was fucking terrible.
I liked
alright,
the
the
GameCube,
GameCube-
and I still own my GameCube.
Yeah, the GameCube, in my opinion, had the best library of games.
Yeah, I loved the GameCube.
I mean, all night, Luigi's Mansion, Animal Crossing, Kirby Air Ride, Phantasy Star Online.
Metroid Prime.
Oh my god, that was good. I liked that one. Yeah,
I've still got that.
yeah. Smash Brothers.
I actually made this comment to my wife yesterday when I was discussing the possibility of pre-ordering a Switch, was that this is the first Nintendo console I've been so excited about since the GameCube. The Wii was interesting. It had a nice little gimmick, but I just wasn't super excited about getting one for myself.
I own a Wii, aka my Netflix machine,
Yes.
because the Netflix app on there is strangely good at streaming at low bandwidth.
That's
Like it handles latency like nothing else. It's really good. But no, I fucking loved my GameCube. I had a Nintendo 64 and I was hooked on it, and everyone was having their Xboxes, and even my family, like my dad had a PS2, and I was like, listen, like there was my PlayStation games that I loved, but like as soon as I got a GameCube, I was like, I can't move away from this. And I did end up selling it at one point in my life, but I mean,
immediately regretted it.
The
yeah,
GameCube is the only console that I've kept that I didn't sell at some point or trade in
that
at
was
some
great.
point.
Wind Waker, like, come on.
Maybe I need to get a GameCube. The main point,
bite your tongue.
the main point was that I've actually gotten excited for this. What it looks like it can do, which I'm assuming that you'll get into here once I stop talking.
It's fine.
Is basically the idea of being able to take it on the go, set it back on the dock and just keep playing. Sure, they try to do that with the GameCube and the Game Boy Advance with that thing, but it doesn't really cross over. And I mean, even PlayStation to a point did it with the Vita and the PS3/PS4, but it didn't really translate well. But I think the Switch is the way to do it. I think it will work out
The
well.
exciting part about the Switch for me, I mean, on top of the fact that it's a portable system that will then be a console when it's in your house, I think it's going to be the return of split-screen gaming. Because when's the last time you remember a console that had true good split-screen games where you and your partner could sit and play games together in front of the TV without having to do something online?
The last time I did something like that was like the GameCube, or no, actually Xbox.
Yeah.
When we played Halo.
It was weird because the Call of Duty games, like the newest one, but I think it was Black Ops 3. We got it for the Xbox 360, and you can't do split screen on it.
Yeah.
But you can do it on the PS4 and the Xbox One. So Buddy went out and bought a copy for the PS4, and we just played it there. And it was able to do split screen. But
I actually was reading something online not long ago where somebody was commenting about how there's not enough split screen games anymore, and it seems like we went from an era where we had tiny little TVs that you could barely see, and we had split screen gaming, and then as TVs start getting bigger and bigger and bigger, we don't have split screen gaming anymore, and now's the perfect time for it.
Yeah.
We watched them all.
Which I mean, I guess
we want the whole thing to ourselves.
Nintendo was good with that, I suppose, because even with the Wii U and the Wii, you did have split screen gaming, like Mario Kart and I Smash Bros isn't technically split, but
It's still
yeah. I mean, it's the idea of being able to play with your friends
them.
in the same instead of having to go.
But those
to an
games you can
online
also
game.
play online.
But that's
It'll
the
be
problem.
the
It's
same
not
with
as
the Switch,
intimate.
I'm
It's just
guessing.
like it's just like going through a LAN party with PCs, right? It's more intimate, a lot more fun.
I
when
forgot
you're
you like to get intimate with your friends.
I do.
He's all about being intimate.
Yeah.
But the cool thing about the Switch is the little things that I was talking about that snap onto the sides of the screen when you're playing.
Yeah.
Each of those is in itself its own individual controller. So I can take this one off of here and hand it to you, and then take this one off of here and keep it for myself.
I want the left one.
Okay, well you can have the left one. I'll take the right one.
Okay.
But then we can play Bomberman against each other on the TV.
Yeah, but I'll tell you what. I can plug in my Super Nintendo, and I can give you the controller and port 2 because you're player 2, and
I'm always player 1.
I'm number 1, and you're number 2.
But-
And
Can you take your Super Nintendo and pick it up, walk away with it,
yep,
and then without
Also tear the TV
and
off
then
the wall.
without having to
Yes.
have a TV to plug it into, set it up like this, and continue to play.
It's not gonna.
why
do
would
that.
I want to go somewhere?
check out
That's
check out the YouTube channel of Vomit Saw. He's one of the
I didn't agree
He's-
to this.
yeah.
no. This guy is
I'm
one
not
of the,
promoting anyone else.
This guy's one of the greatest hackers. And when I say hackers, I'm not talking like type hackers. I'm talking like he hacked systems to make them work in ways you didn't think possible. He made a portable SNES,
Yeah,
which is a TV screen. It's like in this big cage thing, and you can pick it up and play and go with it. Vomit Saw, also the maker of the Nintoaster or the Super Genentari.
I saw like a portable handheld Nintendo 64, and like I'm as much as people are like, oh, you're just being like a total hipster, or you're looking at that shit through rose-colored glasses, I still play my Nintendo 64. I love that shit. And I always
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, this is going like you said. I mean, this is going back to where you're a lot more intimate. I guess you're not, just talking through headsets. Saying, "Oh yeah, you're a fucking dumb cunt." I'm gonna.
You can actually
I don't
look
want
at
that
your friend
aspect.
sitting next to you and say, "You're a dumb cunt."
I don't want that aspect of gaming to go away. I don't want the trash talk keyboard warriors to leave.
You can still have trash talk. It's just better. You can trash talk face to face.
I will miss that.
So carry on.
But if you weren't already
So-
sold on wanting a Switch for yourself because of Skyrim, there's another game coming for it that will sell you on it.
It just, I mean, you can put Elder Scrolls on any console, and that'll give me a reason to have that console.
No. I'm not talking about Elder Scrolls. Those two
I
little
hate Elder
controllers,
Scrolls.
those two little controllers that I was telling you about, also have motion sensors in them. So one of the games that's coming out for the Nintendo Switch is a game where you milk cows.
I'm fucking there. Because I'll tell you what. The best time I ever had was when me and my buddy Kyle, shout out to Kyle, when we were playing Cooking Mama Cook-Off on his Wii. And that shit's so much fun. Oh my god.
So yeah, one of the games is that there's a
chop.
virtual cow on the screen, and you take the controller and you have to smoothly milk the cow.
Yeah. She's like, break eggs. You're like, oh fuck.
Oh, they broke it. Oh, they busted.
Yeah.
It just makes me think that they
Saute.
really wanted to have a game where you jerk off, but they're like, oh, you can't put that. There's kids that play the system. Okay, we'll just call it a cooking game.
Yeah, or no, they'll call it a cow milking game.
Yeah, it's a cow
Which is
milking
awesome.
game.
I mean, like, oh fuck, that reminds me, Harvest Moon. That was another fantastic GameCube game.
Now I hope
And
I won't stop until you buy a GameCube. I won't stop until you admit that it's not a shitty console.
I actually have Harvest Moon for the GameCube.
Oh my god. I mean, if I could play Harvest Moon and milk a cow for real, isn't that game? I wonder if they should come out with like
No.
peripherals. Yeah.
No.
An
Where
udder.
you put your controllers
In
into
an
like
udder.
the udder, and then like you suction cup into your friend's stomach,
I like where this is going.
and then you have to milk your friends. Coming to the Switch.
The Switch, Fred Milker.
Is there any other games that they have lined up besides Milk Your Friends and Skyrim?
The usual ones. There's going to be another Super Mario game.
It's going to be a new Smash
Mario,
Bros.
Zelda,
game.
Smash.
They haven't talked about Smash.
They have.
Oh, did they?
I saw one.
There's
Ice Climbers.
Mario Kart.
Mario Kart.
I'm excited for Bomberman because I loved Bomberman on the original Nintendo Entertainment
Nintendo
System.
Classic for Switch. That's what they'll come out with, and people will fucking eat that shit up.
Well, one of the things they did talk about introducing is that they're going to have a monthly service similar to like PlayStation has. PlayStation.
It sucks though, from what I understand. The big gripe with it is that you sign up for it, and once a month you get a free game that lasts
classic
until
game.
a classic game that lasts till the end of the month.
Yeah, that's the one thing.
And then it disappears.
Well,
And
okay,
it's
I'll
fucked.
tell
Like,
you
what
what.
the fuck?
I'll tell you what, and Greg will attest to this. Back in the day when you had an NES or an SNES, you had to go to the store and rent that shit, and because of school, you had a weekend to play that game. So
Yeah.
30 days should be more than enough for those fucking titles. I mean, the fact that your whole weekend was dedicated to a single game, like...
That is okay. That's
And let's be honest,
That's
they're
fair.
classic games, so it's not like you can play it and save it. It's the type of game that you sit and you play it in one sitting, and then
And then after 30 days, you're probably ready.
you're
for
probably
another
done for something.
Yeah,
that is fair.
I'll give them that.
It does look like it's gonna be a lot of fun.
But then we're gonna run into battery problems and broken screens, and there's so many other caveats.
That was one of the questions.
But it's built out of cement, and the battery is nuclear powered, so it lasts for fucking ever.
No, one of the big concerns was battery power, but it's comparable to the 3DS.
So they put 4 Samsung Note 7 batteries in there.
They're not making a bomb.
Yeah, that's right.
They're making an
Explosion
console.
for every screen you have split.
But the key to that is that they did admit that you're going to have a lower resolution when you're playing it on the screen as opposed to when it's on the TV.
I don't
But
want
again,
it.
who
Fuck
cares?
it. I don't want it. No,
It's
I'm done.
Oh,
Now-
I'm sorry. Hipsters like you care.
Yeah.
now. I mean, one
Because
big
hipsters like 1080p. That's what they're looking for.
one big
Oh,
problem
sorry.
though.
I got it backwards.
One big problem though that Nintendo has had in the past, and I mean even up until now, I guess, is third-party compatibility. You know, people don't or didn't want to make games for the Wii or the Wii U.
I don't think they're going to have that issue with this.
No, because
There's a bunch that have already signed. Actually,
the fact that Bethesda is just throwing Skyrim at it. Sure, I mean Skyrim
Yeah,
is
Fallout
it's
on
an old
that
game
shit.
now. I mean, I'm pretty sure. Don't quote me, but I think maybe Fallout was a thing.
I'm sure they mentioned it.
Yeah,
Half-Life 3 on the Switch confirmed.
it works.
Yeah.
But I mean, even then, for like, drawing a blank.
That sounds like a terrible game.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
I'd rather
play that
draw
game.
something.
It's like Draw My Life, but you know, you just
Draw
Don't.
blank.
you
Yeah.
just draw a blank. It's
Welcome
like,
to Alex's Draw My Life. Just a 2 hours of a whiteboard.
So, just a few of the third-party producers.
Oh,
There's
Wow.
Bethesda, Capcom, Activision, Atlas, Bandai Namco,
EA.
Sega, a bunch of Japanese names that I can't pronounce.
Cryware.
Konami.
this. Looking at this list, it looks like the Switch is gonna be.
oh, Unity. All the
The-
12-year-olds will be happy.
Looks like this is gonna be the game to or the console to own.
Sega.
I mean,
Do you remember when Sega and Nintendo were like absolute rivals, and now Sega's like signing up to make games for them?
I think at this point it's almost like Nintendo owns Sega.
Oh, they definitely do. But do you remember like the console wars?
Sega does.
Yeah, it
Nintendo.
used to be
Yeah.
the big war was Sega versus Nintendo.
Blast processing!
And now the big
Yeah.
war is PlayStation versus Microsoft. And Nintendo also has something out there. if
They
you
become
want it.
irrelevant.
Yeah,
Um,
Nintendo has completely made Sega their bitch, and I don't think they care to make any more enemies.
No, I guess, and the thing is with
doing
Nintendo is that they were the console to own, or Sega or whatever. Was a Nintendo fanboy at one point. They're behind Sony and Microsoft, where they're not releasing consoles in the same fucking year. So like they're always a generation behind it, to an effect, right? So it's
I think it works for them though because they know what they're aiming at. They're aiming at the kids and the families that want to play
The
family
chillins.
games.
But it seems like they're trying to keep that aspect along with also bringing in non-casual gamers, filthy casuals, like
Dirty casuals.
dirty filthy.
And that's where
casuals.
games like Cooking Mom and Milk Your Friends come in. I'm calling it Milk Your Friends.
Milk Your
officially, Don't
Friends.
worry about it. But no, I don't know. To wrap it up. Are you guys gonna make the switch?
Oh, bad pun.
I probably will.
I've been holding on to that one for a while.
If I could have afforded it, I would have pre-ordered one by now.
Yeah.
I'm definitely getting one. I will have
Are
one
you?
by the end of the year. Our friend Jeff Klein already has one on pre-order. He went in day one, pre-ordered it.
See, I'm just gonna come play yours, so.
I'm good with that.
Or you could bring it to me. It's portable.
It's portable. I'll bring it over.
When's the launch date? March
3rd.
March 3rd. Okay, so we still have time.
Oh my god, they're launching it just for March break.
It's the best time to do it.
Holy shit! All those kids are just gonna be chilling out. Just like they'll have a full week to just soak that shit up and find every possible
Well,
bug. with
one of the
it.
launch games is Legend of Zelda, and it is essentially Zelda meets Skyrim. It's a wide open world Zelda game.
Sounds interesting.
You could argue that they're all open world.
Yeah, but this
Not-
one is basically they've said
Yeah.
like this is Skyrim but Zelda.
Wow.
So that's
Sounds like it's going to be a lot of fun. I likely will end up getting one.
Yeah.
I guess mainly because it seems like I might wait until the reviews come in. So I'd probably get it like maybe April.
I'll wait until I try Greg's.
I'm gonna do what I always do, and I'm gonna blindly go into it thinking it's gonna be the best thing since sliced bread, and then we'll probably be disappointed in it 3 months down the road.
Woo! So lessons learned.
I never learn any lessons when it comes to buying
Nintendo,
stuff.
make the Switch.
Oh God,
I think that's
I think that's a great place to call it a show.
yeah. We'll see you guys next time. Next time on Being a Big Fucking Nerd with Greg.
Every Wednesday. Hey guys, thanks for watching the podcast. Specifically, thanks for watching Being a Big Fucking Nerd with Greg. If you liked what we talked about, or if you're going to be getting a Switch, let us know in the comments below. Go ahead and like the video. If you want to subscribe, click on Alex's face over here. If you want to watch some of our other videos, click on my face. Thanks for watching.
I don't think I'm ever going to do anything.